Vinay and all getting ready. Vinay wearing his jacket. Anu coming down the steps. Appa wearing... Oops. Vinay is sneezing.
Sorry. Keeping the window open.
Appa, Anu poi vidungoppa.
இல்ல பரவாயில்ல நான் ஷூ போடுறதுக்கு வெயிட் பண்ணிட்டேன்.
Okay.
போயிட்டு சொல்லணுமா இல்ல போலாமா?
We just call him on the way. Yeah.
Here Kannan googling his way. We're all ready to go to which place, Kannan? Milwaukee and Madison. Enappa? No need. Amma thoongato. Are you warm enough in that coat?
Yeah.
Another.
You're also in the picture.
He's already been caught on camera.
You're also
Candid
caught
cam.
in the
Do I have the keys?
Oh my god.
I don't have the keys.
யார் பாட்டு இந்த பாட்டு?
இதெல்லாம் இதில் விழும் கண்ணன். இந்த மாதிரி பாட்டு தான் கேட்கணும் எல்லாம் நினச்சிட்டு போகிறா. சிங்கமாக பாட்டு. என்ன பாட்டு இது?
Watching system பத்தியா? அப்படி சொல்லிட்டேன்.
தட்டது எங்க?
ஃபீல்டா இருந்துச்சு.
ஆமா.
ஏன்னா நம்ம ஹோட்டல் கோச் இந்த மாதிரி பிரான்ச்ல இருந்தது. For cows and horse தண்ணிக்கு. Must be field இல்ல இவ்வளோ பெருசா.
அப்ப been a field. Highly possible.
இப்போ என்ன பண்ணுவா cow and horse?
அதுல தான் இருக்கும். ஸ்னோ படியில. தெரியலம்மா எனக்கு.
இந்த வாட்டரிங் சிஸ்டம் பாருங்க ரைட் சைடுல.
அங்க பாரு அதுக்குள்ள இருக்குமா இருக்கும். பில்டிங்ல
போய் லார்ஜ் ஃபீல்ட் வாட்டரிங்.
தெரியும் அதான் சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கோம் இப்போ. ப்ராப்ளம் விண்டர்ல வந்து கவ்வெல்லாம் ஃபுட் ஆக்கிடுவா போல இருக்கு.
விட்டுட்டு அவங்க பண்ண மாட்டாங்க.
ரொம்ப மீனா யோசிக்கிறாங்க.
என்ன படம் மேலாத?
எது?
Dirty Dancing.
Whitney Houston and Kevin Costa. She is a singer.
Yeah, bodyguard.
Bodyguard.
இங்கெல்லாம் 3 பேர் நில்லுங்களேன். 4 பேரும். அப்பா the 4 of you stand no together.
Are you taking us now or not?
Yep, I am. Hey.
People at least when they use cat tools to make sure everything works. Yes. What can I do for you? Good. The Chinatown.
எனக்கு சுற்றி வாங்கி கொடுத்து சைனா டவுன். What is so Chinese about it?
Good. See an expert at work.
அவனு சாஃப்டாக நாங்கள் முழுக்க எடுத்துருக்கோம்.
Court is part of the Jalla. Although they seem to call Supreme Court for the state itself, but court is very much part of the capital city setting.
Something you should see, yeah. Where he's talking to the employees, at least in the video.
He was the one who went into, for example, DNA, digital network architecture, whatever then became COM plus.
Because he went to school there, and he was very accustomed to ducking in low parts of the buildings. And if you've been to some right structures, you know that's not unusual, that your ceilings will come down in some places. Here we've dropped the ceiling at the entrance for the same reason that Wright liked to do that. He liked to compress entrances so that when you walked into the room, the space opened up, and really had fun manipulating space that way. Compression, release. And he had this idea that if people liked the concept of the tree as shelter, because under a tree there are branches that protect you, but don't interfere with your view.
Yes to that.
We have two boardrooms. That's what we call this space, and then the one directly opposite the community terrace is a boardroom as well. And by that we mean not just for our board at the terrace, but a small workspace. And it's great for about a dozen people who come here who want to do very popular strategic planning session or something that's, rollerbladers and joggers, and everybody seems to coexist pretty nicely. Right, you do. You've got a lovely, really good weekend. Whenever Frank Lloyd Wright drew Monona Terrace, he colored the windows blue, and of course, in his mind, it was picking up the reflection of the sky and the water in some cases. We've tinted it, so that helps. Yeah, there was a little bit of time spent in producing something that The model goes back to '92, which is a few years before the building had started, so to speak. The model was supposed to tour and be sort of a promotional tool because there was a referendum in the '90s, as there was in the '50s, to approve the building, and it was a very narrow margin by which the building was approved, even in the '90s. And at that time, it's interesting, you know, Frank Lloyd Wright, as I have alluded to, had a few poor relationships in town. Now, a lot of this had to do with his complete lack of PR skills. I mean, he could not censor himself. So he would go down to, you know, a new government building that had just gone up, for instance, our city county building about a block away, and he stood on the steps with his cane and he said, "This is a cereal box," you know, and he was constantly insulting.
Is that the wedge one?
No, that's the